Yo, what's it is, man? Shoot, it's your boy, it's Lex, man. So what we have today is, let me switch this up a little bit, because this thing is echoing. So first thing is echoing a little bit. So this is what we're gonna do. This is my thing. All right, this is Have a Seat podcast. No, I didn't leave my man from the coffee shop. Just branching off. He going through some things. We will get back to that. But this right here is my joint. You know, where I can do it in the free of my time. And got things of that nature. And I will be bringing people on to talk to them. So people have to understand is that this is 2023. Like I told anybody and everybody that I'm in the business of healing. So what I want us to do as people is I want us to heal on all levels. And what I mean by on all levels is I want us to heal physically. I want us to heal financially. I want us to heal emotionally. I want us to heal spiritually, and most importantly, mentally. What most people don't want to talk about is what they're going through because they feel like nobody cares, which is the basis of what everybody does. Nobody cares about how you feel. If you just see my last couple posts that I made about the young lady speaking about how she felt she was a burden to her parents, a lot of us came up doing that, you know what I mean? A lot of us came up feeling like we was a burden to our parents. And it has affected us throughout our life subconsciously. Whether we felt like we was, you could say, doing too much, wasn't doing enough, we in their way. Because of the old school way of doing things wasn't always the proper way. Because the way we looked at it as, stay in a child's place, do this, do that, third. Most people that do this, I can say bad. I won't want to say it's bad parenting, but what we were taught. We like to repeat what people show us and teach us, and it's not always necessarily the proper way to do things. So to me, you have to understand what is going on to these days and times. You have to integrate what's going on in these days and time, which is the understanding of what our children are going through. And what our children are going through is a disconnect of our people, which is, I blame it on the family, I blame it on the household. You know, I blame it on us men, whether I don't care what race you is, but it's mainly our black men, who have abandoned their children because of the mothers, or vice versa. And me looking at my child, and the little things that he picks up from me as another male figure. He sees I got the same anatomy that he has and things of that nature, even though he's so young. Even though he's only a year old, he picks up on everything that I do. And then looking at that, the fact that he picks up on everything that I do, I have to be careful of everything that I do and guide him properly. I let him live his life. I will always let him live his life, but I will guide him. I won't tell him what to do. I'll guide him into doing. I'll let him know what is right, what is wrong, what I would tolerate, what I won't tolerate. And it has to be understood. We can't say our children never got time. Our children from us being born to the parents, we never asked to be here. But since we are here, we're supposed to make the best of it. A lot of times we get into this thing, and instead of trying to understand what a person is going through, we like to push them away. When we like to push them away, what we're doing is creating something that doesn't need to be created. We're creating disengagement. We're creating distrust. We're creating a false hope of love. We don't even understand that our children come to us out of love, and if they feel they can't come to us, they're going to go to someone else. The fact that they don't go to no one else to tell you that they trust you. But are you yourself giving or allowing that to happen? Are you yourself giving or allowing it to happen? Are you allowing your child to be here for you? Are you allowing your child to come to you openly without regret or without hesitation or without feeling that, oh man, if I do this, my mom or my daddy gonna do this to me? Or they coming to you out of fear, without fear? I want my child not to never come to me fearing to come to me. So, like I said, this is a year of healing for me. I'm doing a lot of things to help my population, my people in the community. A lot of support I'm trying to put out there of getting back into the community and dealing with the kids and dealing with adults. Things on my agenda is being I'm not saying a counselor, but support. It calls. I don't even like the title, but in a sense, I am being your counselor. I'm being your therapist. I'm being all that without the big broad paperwork. So without the big broad paperwork, I can still give you the help you need because I'm going through it myself. We all have a form of mental instability that we don't want to recognize, that we don't want to let people know because we're ashamed of it. You can't be ashamed of what you're going through because there are other people going through it. We might not can't help you, but sometimes just to hear you out, give a sound advice will take you a long way. And I try to do that in my time. I try to do that a lot. And whether people take me serious or not, it doesn't even matter because I'm gonna keep doing me. The reason I'm gonna keep doing me is because I feel like it's helping me. So that's the thing. hmm And that's the thing. Yeah, that's our thing. So what we gotta do now is learn from what it is. So this is what I got going on. For my black men out there, I put together a group called Out of the Shadows, which means when I mean out of the shadows, is the things that we keep in the dark to ourselves that we don't tell nobody else. I'm setting an environment of comfort for you to express yourself, to get these things off your chest, to let people know that I'm hurting inside and you don't have to be looked down upon, which society has told us if a man shows this type of integrity, he is weak, he is this, he is that, which is totally false, man. You want us to be strong men, but at the same time, you want us to be, you want us to show some kind of sympathy. You want us to show a soft side, but you want us to be strong, and that's not fair. And that's not fair to us. And that's not fair to us because the fact that you even would say, the fact that you even say, oh, you acting like a female, but then when we don't show no emotion, is you don't care about nothing. You got to make up your mind. You got to pick and choose what you're going to do. You see what I'm saying? Because if I show my emotion, it means I'm open enough to come to you, whether it's my partner or whatever. If I'm coming to you emotionally, you can't look down at me and say that's a vulnerable spot or I'm being weak. What I'm doing is being strong enough to trust you and to love on you enough to express myself fully without no caps. You know, we hold back a lot of things and people don't even realize what we holding back. You know what I mean? So that's for the mental. We trying to do a mental healing. I will do other things upon spiritual healing, financial healing, physical healing. I'm not a trainer or anything like that, but I probably would try to get an interview a trainer. And things of that nature. We have to come around to all we have to touch everything. We have to touch all avenues. We don't touch all avenues, man. You're gonna lack somewhere. It's gonna fall back on something else. Something else got to pick up the burner. We don't want that. So this is what my podcast is gonna be about. It's just running my mouth about my opinions. Hopefully, I can get some people on here to debate with. I got somebody in line. Hopefully, coming next week. She's very opinionated. I like her energy. She does question a lot of things that most people don't. So, with that being said, man, I'll see you next time, man.